Q&A time! Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you've seen the last video, you know I promised you guys a Q&A. Here I am delivering it. So I went on my Instagram and I put a little box of questions so you guys can ask everything you wanted. And I got a few questions, very diverse, so I'm very excited to answer them. But before that, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who just commented on the last video and on my Instagram who DM'd me and just making sure I was alright. It really meant a lot because there was like a very vulnerable video to do. So I really do appreciate everyone who just took their time to show their support. So back in the bedroom floor and I have my smoothie here. I don't know why it always looks so green, but it's very nice. Let's start some questions. I'm from Portugal, so a lot of these questions are in Portuguese, but I'll still answer them anyways. I think I'm gonna start with the most asked questions. How did we broke up? When did we broke up? Who broke up with who? Why? I think I'm just gonna address that right away. So basically, obviously, there's another person involved and who is entitled to their privacy. So I don't think I will be sharing, obviously, all the details. I think basically when you are in a relationship for as long as we have, because we were almost 4 years together, I don't think it's ever just one thing that happens, like everything's great and then one thing happens in a specific day and then the relationship is over. There's like a little few things that come with time and then it just becomes to a point where when you see like the pros and cons, it just doesn't add up anymore. So it was kind of our case, and I think when we started to travel, those problems became more obvious. Also, Guy didn't like that much traveling as I did, at least full-time travel, and also the channel too, he wasn't really comfortable with it, so that also created like a few tension. There was also a lot of communication problems because we have very different communication styles. I think we really did try our best, but it just wasn't working. I wasn't being what he needed, he wasn't being what I needed, and in the end of the day, just the relationship wasn't healthy anymore. So when we come back from Berlin in Portugal, we really tried for like 2 or 3 months to work on those issues. Yeah, we just then decided to separate, which was obviously a very tough decision, but it was by far the most right decision. About the questions of when, yeah, we broke up in March. Probably seemed like a little out of the blue for you guys, but like at the same time, this is what you have also to remember with social media and things like that. It's no matter like how much like we do try to be transparent and to share as much as we possibly can. There's obviously a few things that we're not always comfortable sharing, and nothing is just as best as it always seems on social media, because we did end up fighting a lot during our travels. It wasn't working out. I was all for the best and I wish Glenn the best, and I know he wishes me the same. Question answered. Another question kind of about the breakup. Are you still in touch? Yeah, we are still in touch. So basically when we broke up, we gave each other like space for like a month, just because like you have all obviously a lot of feelings to process and a lot of emotions. So a few weeks ago we started just casually checking in on each other. Currently we are obviously in touch and we are friends again. But yeah, I don't think just because like you stop dating, you mandatory need to cut that person out of your life and just never speak to them again. I think especially with our case, we were friends first and we have a lot of common interests. So yeah, currently we are still talking. So I think now that we're like kind of done with like the breakup ones, I think I'm just gonna answer the questions like by order. Okay, so how is living in Spain? Okay, that's a very good question. It's been very nice. With the job where I am, it's great. My sister lives here and her partner and my little sister just born in January. She's 4 months now, like the most adorable baby. So yeah, just been spending a lot of time with them. The city's amazing. It's been like exploring it on the weekends. It's been so fun and a lot of good videos coming from Barcelona. So that's just been great. My Spanish is great. I think I would say I'm like intermediate, but yeah, I can have like full conversations and the message like gets across. A few words in Portuguese in the middle, but like, yeah. Just super excited to be here. I'm gonna be staying here for at least 1 more month. Okay, this is also a very good one. Do you miss home when you're traveling for so long? I wouldn't particularly say I do. I would say I do miss my family, my friends. I do miss that, especially when it's like someone's birthday or big events and I'm not there. I think then it makes me like a little sad, obviously, but it's part of it. Like if I'm like homesick, I don't think so. How old are you? I always get this question. So I'm 22, just living out there. My birthday is on December, so currently 22. What was your first trip at what age? So like my first like outside the country trip was here to Barcelona because my sister came to move here, so then me and my mom came to visit, and I would say I was about 13 years old. But yeah, that was a very cool experience. And then I also went like 1 year or 2 years after that to Paris, because my sister took me. Thank you, sis, love Paris. And we went like on a little like sister family trip. I was about 15 years old. I was like so excited. 2 months before I was like prepping everything. I was like, okay, so on Tuesday at 8 a.m. we're gonna need to see this. Doing search on history of the places. I was like super pumped for that trip. This one is very specific, so I'm thinking of going Prague or Budapest this summer. What do you recommend more? That's a tough one because I really do enjoy both. I think I would have to say Budapest just because I was there a little longer. In Prague I was only like visiting for like 2 days. In Budapest I was like for 4 days. In Budapest had like the thermal baths, which was just so nice and relaxing. So I would have to say Budapest just because I was longer. If you can, do both in the future because Prague is very nice too. Countries that are in your list for years and you still haven't been. Okay, that's an easy one. So I would say England, Scotland, Wales, Netherlands, Japan, Egypt too. We like to go to Egypt. France, because I've only just been to Paris, so it doesn't count as the whole France. I just haven't been so far just because like honestly most of them are just very expensive countries. Like I would love to just be like 3 months in the UK, 1 month and a half in France, but definitely like in the future. Okay, so what cities do you recommend more? This is always a tough one. I think I liked every city I've been so far. I think it kind of like depends of what you're looking for. I would say for instance, like places like a little less travel to and more quiet, I would say Slovenia was amazing. The national park there was amazing. Just waterfalls and treks, lakes, mountain, just amazing. So if you kind of like that type of trip, I would say Slovenia for sure. Like museums and things like that. I loved Paris, I love Athens. I think Budapest is amazing too. Rome was amazing, Florence. If you like beach and just relax, I would say Greek islands for sure. I feel like I liked everywhere I went. But yeah, that's a very hard question. What is your next trip? What is my next trip? So that's a good question. I'm not a planner. I can only plan like 2 weeks before. I would say like my next little trip would be maybe Madrid. I'm thinking of going maybe like in July. Definitely going to Lisbon too. This is like my immediate trips. Why do you want to go to Asia? Are you still thinking of going? Yeah, this is like my big trip that I'm planning. Yes, I super want to go to Asia. I still want it very much. I think if anything I want it more now. I'm thinking of going like September or October because in terms of like weather it's the best time to go. Basically I finish where I am working here in Barcelona in the end of June. Maybe I'll stay to the beginning of July. Also needs time to plan and get my passport, vaccines, everything like that. I don't really know what I'm gonna do in like July, August. If I'm gonna stay here in Barcelona a little more or go to Lisbon or I'll travel like a little bit in Europe before that. Very much on the plan. It's like my #1 goal for this year. In terms of traveling, why do I want to go? I mean, why wouldn't I want to go? I feel like that's my thinking. It has very different culture, very different people, very different foods, very different monuments, very good beaches. I'm so excited for the beaches. I don't think I can stress this enough. National park's amazing. Yeah, I just think it's like such different from Europe. Super pumped. Let's make it happen. And leave a comment below like which countries would you like me to visit in Asia. That would be also interesting. I have like a very few on my list for sure, but yeah, still doing like a lot of research. This is a very interesting one. Do you think you will like to solo travel? I think I will like solo travel. Now that I'm here in Barcelona, obviously I'm exploring the city on the weekends and I've just been really enjoying like taking the camera and just going by myself. I think there's obviously like different challenges. For instance, like I always have to like ask someone to take a photo of me or something. I don't particularly enjoy that. But yeah, I think I will like it. I've always like really like time with myself. And honestly, like in hostels, every night you're meeting new people and hanging out. I'll let you know in a few months. Why don't you do reels or TikToks? I would like to see a travel ones from you. Okay, so the thing is, I would say like I'm not like the best in Instagram or TikTok. So busy like editing and bringing up content on YouTube, so I kind of like forget Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, lately I've been putting an effort on making those and I have like 2 or 3 prepared. That's gonna be coming out very soon, so if you don't want to miss that, follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. Okay, this is a very good one. How many countries have you visited? How many countries have I visited? Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Greece, Romania, Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Germany. Am I forgetting a country? No, I think 12. Okay, so 12 is my number, which is not bad. Leave a comment below what's your country number. That's so interesting. Definitely I would like in the next 2 years to put it like to 50. That would be like a very good goal, like 50 countries would be amazing. Just thinking, what's your favorite video that you put out? Mine is the Santorini one, just watched it the other day. That's so cute. That's such a cute question. That's such a nice comment. Actually, like the Santorini video has been doing so well lately. If you haven't seen, like, I'll leave it here. So happy you enjoyed it. What's my favorite video? In terms of like emotional and personally, I would have to say the breakup video. Just because like it was so hard to do, it was so emotional, it was so vulnerable, and I've never done like a video like that. I don't know, I really like the reality of traveling video. That's just funny, this is me sleeping in the middle of the floor in the airport. I like that because it's just like so real and so transparent. Truly what backpacking is. I like my Disney one just because I was with my family, so that was like super special to record and edit. I love the national park in Slovenia, the trying food videos. Those are like super cool. The Rome video is like so special because it was the first video. And the other day I was like looking it back and I was like, oh my god, this is so cringe. The way I talked, the way like I recorded. I think that those are like my choices, but thank you so much for the comment, that's so nice. What's the backpack you're using? I'll leave here the video of like what's in my backpack, and I'll leave the model here. It fits me super well. I also bought the packing cubes that match the backpack, so it's super great. So if you haven't seen the video, I'll leave it here. Okay, so last one is not really like a question, but it's so cute. Really like your videos, keep it up. It's so nice. Honestly, like every time I get like a comment like that, I'm always like, my heart just like warms it up because it's just like so nice. Thank you so much. I really do make them and I edit them like for you guys to like it, for you guys to feel inspired, to be helpful when you're visiting places. So it always like really warms my heart when I get comments like that and that feedback. So yeah, thank you so much. Hope you had the best week. This is officially all the questions. Thank you so much for your questions. It was very good question, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Yes, see you guys on the next video, which is gonna be so much good content of Barcelona. Barcelona is so nice, especially now in the summer to visit. Oof. Bye! I'm gonna devour this smoothie. Starving. I need to get to it. Oh, my legs.